Ennis with a centering pass, and the Jackets knocked down. Savard all over Ennis. It's rimmed around the wall, played up high here by Mazzaros. It goes through to Ennis. Ennis from a sharp angle. The save made by Forsberg. Here's Wenberg. Hands it to the aforementioned Johansson. Right back to Wenberg. Pulls up on that half board. Wenberg sweeps it in deep. Johansson is right there. Rims it around the boards. Corey Trop off the bench. Drops it back to Connaughton, who lets one fly. And Neuwirth with the stop. Still to the point. Here's Bogosian, averaging better than 28 minutes a night since the trade from Winnipeg. Benoit in front. Stick save there by Forsberg. Rebound with a scramble in front. Settle down. Foligno trying to shovel it out. There's Mazzaros. Hands it back ahead there for Mitchell. Anisimov defending in the corner. Tried to get a stick on it. Mitchell now. Right back to Mazzaros again. The shot in on Forsberg.
Players love playing for him. Ted Nolan is a player's coach, and he can get the most out of his players. He's been a tough season with this team he's got. And all the talk about the #1 draft pick. There's no question he's the #1, but it's great to have that competitiveness of McElhinney show through and him have some great nights. And now he gets a chance to do some extra practicing today, as you mentioned, which has always been good for Curtis McElhinney. Good job by Matt Calvert. He knows that his line mates are changing there, so he holds the puck against the wall with 3 Buffalo Sabres around him. And look who's got the puck now.
Up high, Connaughton lets one fly, and through the crowd and the traffic in front, Neuwirth excited about his future in Buffalo.
Oh, he's got a long reach.
There's a goal! It squeezes through Forsberg, who made the stop, but the backhand shot to the net eludes Forsberg, and it is 1-0 Buffalo.
And you could tell right away Anton Forsberg was not comfortable as to where the puck was. He had the angle. It's on the right side of your screen. Hudson's got the puck on his stick, and he just kind of floats it in there. And you see as Forsberg looks behind him, that puck trickles through. Watch this. Looks like a harmless play. And it looked as though Forsberg had that and was looking to catch it, kind of a basket catch with his glove, and he saw it wasn't in his glove.
But it eludes Anton Forsberg, and it is 1-0 for the Sabres. Through and across the line. Here's Matt Calvert. Calvert with a shot. Save made. Rebound sent wide. Played along the wall there by Mitchell. Mitchell out there with Gianta and Molson. Been a quiet year as well for Matt Molson. Up high, Benoit going one way, but the puck ricocheted the other way.
A couple opportunities wide, and here they're not going to get a chance to set up either.
Mazzaros sends it the length of the ice. Race for the puck here. Out of the net, Forsberg, and they score. The Jackets give up yet another shorthanded goal. Girgensons, with a burst of speed, allowed to walk right in. Forsberg thought about leaving, and then on the gamble gets beat, and it's 2-0 Buffalo.
Yeah, you said it. Hesitation by Forsberg. Watch him on the left of your screen. He thinks about coming out. He says, no, I can't make it. And as he starts to skate backwards, he falls down there. And what a move by Girgensons. And watch Girgensons here. The speed. Goldblum and Wisniewski aren't sure where the puck is. But Girgensons knew it. He took a dash for it. Got in front of the 2D and just small lane between the D and the forward. Watch this. Little
off his skate and out to neutral ice. Marcus Foligno drops the pass there. Flynn to the point. Shot by McCabe, and Forsberg on the edge of the goal crease will hold on. Total of 9. 3 of them are goals. Shot from up high, blocked. And now Ennis walks between the defense, and the stop made by Forsberg, and Wisniewski goes crashing into Forsberg, who holds his own. Off the side of the net into the high slot, and this is Savard. Drops it for Jack Johnson. Sent wide for Dubinsky. In front, shot at a goal, and only right that Matt Calvert scores it. Calvert easily the best Jacket forward in that opening 20 minutes.
Well, there was a couple pretty nifty plays there by the defenseman Jack Johnson and David Savard, and it starts with the entry here. Watch this play come around to Jack Johnson. As this play goes up, watch it. Jack Johnson's going to keep this puck in. The line's changing now. He sees that. The new line comes on, and they get the puck, and now they go to work. David Savard off the net and gets it back, and watch from here. Just heads-up play all the way around, and Dubinsky Nifty pass. There was 3 things that happened in that goal. That's how they wanted to start this period, Jeff. And that's that line of Dubinsky, Calvert, and Atkinson that came off the bench. But the heads-up play by Jack Johnson.
Pasek scores. He comes right back. We talked in the first period of stepping up and joining the rush. There, he got the pass at the point, 15 feet inside the blue line and let it fly. And not a good night so far here for Forsberg. The question is, does McElhinney, who gets a night off, get a chance to come in?
And it's a trailer that gets the puck. This play by Wisniewski. Now he tries to get back in the play. And look at this little pass. It's a drop pass and right through the goal, 360 and then a 180. Because that puck's bouncing everywhere.
And it's a power play goal. Just as Wenberg steps out, Forsberg gets beat again, and it's a 4-1 hockey game.
And Stewart has got a big shot. He's got some offensive ability, and you talked about him in trade talk. He's just going to lean on this puck. And that beats Forsberg. You watch him here. Stewart's on the top of your screen. He's going to walk in. He's got a little room. He takes advantage of it. And fastball past Forsberg. They've done to draw the penalty, moving their feet. And you just saw Nick Foligno with the puck behind the net.
Shot at a goal on the delayed penalty. Kevin Connaughton just hammers it home. And the Jackets make this a 4-2 hockey game.
Nice play there by James Wisniewski, getting that puck in towards the net. It deflects around a little bit. But Kevin Connaughton snuck in there. And as he sneaks in, watch his play. James Wisniewski gets the puck and moves all in one motion. You see him check a couple times. Connaughton is snuck down there, and nice opportunity for him as that puck bounces right his way. No mistake, top shelf. Some good shots here towards the net. Jack Johnson there.
A quick shot there by Wenberg, and Neuwirth got a piece of that one. James Wisniewski and Ryan Johansson draw the assist for Johansson, his first point in 4 games. Off the wall. Deep now in Jackets territory. Girgensons 2 points on the night. Sends it in front, and Stewart denied. Forsberg with the stop, and then here on the rebound is able to hang on. To skate off, that foot balloons in a hurry.
I've heard that. I think they can do it with the skate on.
Up high, there's a shot save. Forsberg again, he's looking behind him. And he's got that puck there. Up high, Pesek, one-timer, pad save, rebound, and a big one at that. The Jackets are able to chop it to the right wing boards. Pesek, quick shot, save, and this time he's able to control it. Hartnell hustles right after it. Picked off there by Hodgson. Hodgson flips a pass and in on the clear. And probably would have been better off as he looked for Hodgson a second time. Down is Forsberg, and he will cover up. Wenberg won the key draw. Johansson fired the puck. And now Campton Front goes off his skate. Wenberg with a great face-off win. Just the single minor. Cross-ice pass. Savard drops it back. Jack Johnson, head fake. Now he'll let one fly off the glove of Neuwirth. And he's able to cover up on that rebound as the Jackets backhanded right up in Neuwirth's equipment. And now Savard looks to the right wing boards. It's backhanded ahead by Matt Calvert. Pesek a +3 in this hockey game, including a goal. Short-side attempt by Atkinson. Neuwirth's got it. No further play. 1:27 into this third period. Matt Calvert to the point here for Savard. Cross-ice Jack Johnson. Dubinsky sets the screen. The net is empty, and trying to bank that puck home off Neuwirth was Matt Calvert. He had the right idea. Able to make the stop.
Yeah, it's like Mazzaro slowed him down just enough. And Neuwirth could get over there.
Alexander Wenberg scoots through and across the line. Wenberg head up, fires his shot. He had 3 in the first period.
2 young players doing some good stuff out there right now at the end of this power play.
Mitchell standing at the penalty bench. Johansson throws it in front. Neuwirth a stop, rebound, loose puck. And how about that? Away from Gianna, and Jared Bull will send it to center. Puck bounces off the glass and the boards. Carried in and across the line there by Matt Molson. A shot gloved and held. Changing up here as we approach the midway point of this third period. Todd Richards going back to that fourth line. An effort to get something going. Benoit on for Bogosian. Fought off there. Trying to get the Jackets going. Overskates the puck. Molson will deal to the right side. Shot from a sharp angle. Loose puck. Again, Forsberg thought he had it. It was left of the blue paint. Lou Lamoriello, who has a pretty impressive winning percentage as a head coach in the NHL, but he says he's only part of that staff. Scott Stevens is there, as well as Adam Oates. Of course, the Sabres in a position to pick up the most coveted young player in a long time, a generational player in the name of Connor McDavid. Of course, Jack Eichel not too far behind in the minds of the scouts. With 6 previous road wins this season, all by 1 goal. This one, for the first time this season, they win by a pair of goals, but